What's going on, guys? Welcome to next week's Gold and GJ weekly forecast. Now, as usual, we're going to kick things off with gold, and then we're going to go over on to GJ. And guys, please, if you enjoy the video, give me a like. It's super difficult to get exposure with a smaller channel, and I give so much value. You don't really find the value that I give on any other channel. I can guarantee that this forecast you watch today is the best gold and GJ forecast on YouTube. And if it's not, then please go find me one that is and drop me a link in the comments. And also, please subscribe if you can, guys. I will appreciate it a lot. So what can we see? What can we see? Gold on the monthly time frame. First thing I see, guys, is that we are bullish. We are bullish on the monthly. And all of this inside this bullish impulse is noise. So with that in mind, let's take a look at current price. So what can we see? Where is price sitting right now? It's a very interesting level, and it's sitting right on our key level, our 1930, 1929, 28, 31 level. Now, historically, anything below this level has sold off, and anything above this level has gone up. And it's been a very nice flip zone. If you have a look on the lower time frames, especially, it's a very nice flip zone for the 1 and the 4 hour, which again are very good time frames to use for intraday. So what can we see here? Bearish. Let's look at the candles first. You know, the candles here, we had this continuation pattern, price pullback, starting consolidating. We closed all the way up here. Again, look, you see it closed just above our 1930 level there, but we still closed bearish. And what can we see here? So as we brought back below here, price pullback, yes, into consolidation. We wicked that high, and then price again, wicked the low. So this is a monthly candlestick continuation or potential continuation pattern forming. Now, I was expecting this with the 3 candles here. We broke the low, however, and pulled all the way back up. When I saw that last week, I was like, the week before last, sorry, because it's a monthly candle close. I was like, right, so we could potentially, be going up now, because look at that rejection there. That looks like a fake out to me on the monthly time frame. So on this new monthly candle, we got a pullback, and then now we've broken back below. So there's 2 things that can happen here. Price could be heading down to fill this wick, or, we could be looking to continue down. If we fill this wick, price could then reverse, come back up to this level, break back above, etc., might come back up. But again, that's thinking too far into the future. So all we need to have in mind at the moment is buys above and sells below. And you're thinking, well, the monthly's bullish. Why we're looking for sells? Because all the time frames below that are bearish. That's why. So when all the time frames below that are bearish, weekly's bearish, what is the next level we're aiming for? The monthly low down here. So if we go down to the weekly time frame, what can we see? Beautiful bearish price action. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Again, break a structure here. And now we're inside this weekly retracement. And what's very interesting, guys, about where price is this week is last week's analysis or forecast. I highly recommend you go watch it. Price played out again exactly to the T, just like we predicted. So we got this weekly candle close up here, local close back above, which was interesting. Now, if we opened up bullish, we were going to come down and fill this imbalance. And then this zone here is the zone that I was waiting for price to get to, because this zone will decide if price is going to go back, test these highs, and then go test the weekly highs, or if it's going to form a continuation pattern from here, go test the weekly lows, and then obviously we'll be anticipating a break of the weekly lows, price action, lower high, lower low, lower high, etc. So we're expecting a lower low here. So that's what we're expecting here. So we are in an interesting zone. And if we look at the candles, what can we see with the candles? Again, just like the monthly, you see the monthly here? Price started consolidating and creating this continuation pattern here that actually failed. But now price has opened up bearish. It looks like we're going to go test this wick. So again, what have we got on the weekly? Price is forming a continuation pattern. We are consolidating here. However, we are going to have another weekly candle open up tomorrow. So what do we want to see? If we see the weekly candle open up bearish and break these lows, then we can expect price probabilistically to push back up into this zone and go test these highs. The candle open this week is super, super important on the weekly time frame. Now, if we open up bullish first, we open up bullish here, and when price pushes back down to the weekly low, we can then expect that continuation. But if we open up bullish, we need it to open up bullish without breaking this low. If we break that low first, then we can anticipate the price is going to go test these weekly highs here. So if we look at the daily here, the daily's setting up nice. I mean, if you look from last week, this is where we started our analysis for last week's forecast. Price is up here. Price faked the high. Price struggled to break up. We had a consolidation here, and price closed bearish. And, we was expecting last week a little bit of a push up and then price to come down into this zone, which it has done perfectly. Now, what we're expecting to happen this week. Okay, we've got a very interesting candle close there from Friday. Now, we've got a very small space on the bottom. Now, ideally, if we want to take sells here, if we want to really take a high probable sell, we can even use a sell stop for this. We need price to open up bullish first and not break this low. If we open up bullish first like this, and price doesn't push too high, we can put a sell stop there. Because if we open up bullish and hold the low, when price comes back to test that low, it's got a much higher chance of breaking and continuing, where if it pushes down and breaks it first, it's going to go up. So if we see price pull back first, and then we head down to the low, bang, we can add, maybe a sell stop here. It's the same with the weekly time frame look, like what we just said. If we open up bullish and then we decide to push down, boom, break that low, we've got a much higher chance of continuing the lows. Whereas if we just break the low first, that's more likely a liquidity grab, because we've got a long time again before that candle is going to close. And if we break the low at the very first open of the candle, then we've got a much higher chance that candle was a fake move to the low, and that we are going to go test the highs, and vice versa. So this is what I want to see. If I'm going to take sells here on gold, I want to see price push up first. If price pushes up first, I'm going to look for sells on the low time frame here, anticipating that these lows are going to break, because if it pushes up first, comes down to lows, we have got a super high chance of, price breaking through and pushing through and continuing this low. Whereas if price breaks the low first, we've got a much lower chance of that happening, and price just faking the lows like this wick here and coming back in and pushing up to the highs. Okay, with that in mind, let's jump down onto the 4 hour, see what we can see. Okie dokie. So again, exactly the same thing. The candle is a lot smaller here though, on the 4 hour. So if we did push up here, then, we could maybe take a sell as we're breaking through these lows. But we need to see really, how price is going to open. I don't really like the look of price on the 4 hour. Yes, we're trending bearish. But if we look where price is sitting near the lows. Ideally to take a sell, we want to see price break through and create new structure here, resistance, and then we'll look to take that sell there. However, if we pull back, then we might get some good zones to sell on the lower time frames in here, because we've got more of a range. If we're just going to sell here, there's nowhere to sell. 20 pips. I'm not going to get in with 20 pips there. So I want to see price pull back first, and ideally even hold these lows. If it holds the 4 hour low, even better. If we can just pull up somewhere into this zone, then I will look to take sells with confirmation, of course, that we've got 70, 80 pip range. If it pulls back, much, much nicer sell opportunity. However, what can we see up here? 4 hour, we've got an imbalance up here. So if we fake the low first, then, on the weekly candle, then that could be a target to aim for up here. If we do fake the low first here, if we do fake the low and we close back in, then we're going to be aiming back for the 4 hour high up here. The 4 on the 1 hour high, because we filled the low. When we filled the low, we're going to then aim for, the previous highs. And if that breaks, then we're going to be aiming for this imbalance at the highs here. Boom. And that's where we'll be looking for, confirmation to take sells for that weekly continuation. And obviously, if that breaks, then we're going to be looking, for buys, because that's the weekly high. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we go down to the 1 hour, what can we see? Again, we've got a supply zone here. But again, I'm not looking for anything here. I mean, we could take a buy if and only if price fakes the low. If price fakes the low like this, boom, we can take buys, aim for the highs. If price breaks and retest, boom, we can then take sells, aim for the sells with confirmation, new lows, etc., etc. We've got a supply zone here, which is nice. So again, just what we want to see. If price pulls back first, we can then look to take sells. Go down to the 30-minute, we can refine it. Boom, look at that. So if we get a push up here into this zone, we're going to be looking to take sells from there. But as I said earlier, if this breaks, obviously we get a 1 hour candle close above, then where are we? We're going to be looking for buys. This needs to be a little bit further up here. Yep, like this. This is where this needs to be. So you see the scenarios here. If we break and retest this, we're looking for continuations. But it depends on how the market opens. If we open up down, this here is least probable to happen. This here is highest probable to happen. If this happens, then we can take buys, aim for the highs. Aim for this zone here. We'll be looking for sells from there. Either way, if we open up first, bullish, hold the lows, we'll take sells from there all day long. If we fail the low, close back in, we can take buys, and then we can take sells. So we've got buy and sell opportunities in this range here. If we break this and we make structure, then we're looking for buys. We've got the 4 hour, 1 hour bullish, and we can aim for those highs. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that quick gold breakdown. If you want to see more, jump in the Discord. Now let's jump over onto GJ. Okie dokie, what can we see, guys? Are we bullish? Are we bearish on GJ? What are we? You tell me. We are bullish. However, you've got to look at where we are. Look at this zone. We're in a very strong zone. So price could sell off from here at literally any point. Look, last time price was here, we dropped 6,000 pips. So that's what we've got to keep in our mind when we're buying up here. You can see, look, the candles are losing strength, losing strength, losing strength. And if we start breaking these lows here, especially this monthly candlestick low and this support here on the lower time frames, we are going to be looking for sells down. However, at the moment, we are bullish. We have got a candlestick continuation pattern here, bullish. And our next target is around the 188 zone up to these highs here. But we are sitting in this supply zone. We would need to get on top of this supply zone to comfortably look to take longer term buys. That's on the monthly. So we'll see where this monthly candle closes. We've got, another couple of weeks yet before that happens. So weekly, again, similar to gold. Look, buys above, sells below. Super, super simple. No need to overcomplicate it. Why? Because we sell from resistance and buy from support. But you can see here that the market is struggling to break structure and close up here. So we can see price is already rejecting in this zone. And this could be a sign that, price is getting ready, to turn around and sell off. But what can we see here? Still, while we're above here, we're going to be looking for buys. We break below, then we're going to be looking for sells. On GJ, price is consolidating a little bit here. So while we're in this range, obviously we can look to buy to the high, sell to the low, buy to the high, sell to the low, buy to the high, sell to the low. But again, while we're above here, we're looking for buys. If we can break below, then we'll be looking to take sells. Boom. Super, super nice. And we are bullish. We're bullish on the daily as well. That's what we need to remember. But you can see this level is holding up. So while we're above here, we're going to take buys. But if we break below, then we're going to be coming down to these previous lows here. That's going to be the next target. So what can we see? Daily's bullish, but 4 hour is bearish, which is interesting. Are we going to look to take sells here? No. Nothing longer term anyway, because we are selling against the market. So the 4 hour high, look, is here. 4 hour high is here. We're inside this consolidation. So you might be thinking, well, anything below here sells. Yes, potentially, but price is moving like shit here. And I would only take sells from here if we faked the 4 hour high down to the 4 hour low. That's the only place that I'd look to take sells with any substantial risk. Anyway, and the reason for that is because we're bullish and price is stalling here. So if it goes to 1 hour, what can we see? Price is choppy. Like, I hate trading GJ when it's moving like this, because all it does is take you out of break even or hit your stop loss and then just continue and continue and continue. What we need to see is a breakout. And this lines up with what I just said there. We need to see a break and retest on the 4 hour. So we need price to get out of this chop. When price gets out of this, awesome. We trade it. While it's in there, not really that interested in trading it, to be honest, because you'll find it's just head fucks you. You look, you get in, sell confirmation, it's a break even. Buy confirmation, break even. Sell confirmation, stop loss. Buy confirmation, stop loss again. It's just like that. It's just like that. And there's no point. Wait, be patient for the breakout. So what are we? We're bullish on the 1 hour. We're bullish on the 1 hour. But I don't really care. I don't really care what's going on until price breaks out. We've got this 4 hour zone here. And I'm going to call this a no trade zone here. Unless we see a fake out first or a break and retest. That's the only time I'll trade it. But right now, there's nothing on GD that make me think, oh yeah, I really, really want to, jump in there. If we go back up to the weekly, what can we see? Again, if we look at the weekly candles, delete some of that so we can see again. But look at the weekly candles. We're going to open up here. If we push down first, probabilistically, if we open up bearish, probabilistically, this support's going to hold again and we're going to look for buys. We've got to be careful in this zone because, look, it's not looking great for holding any positions longer term. We need price to break out. We need strength in the buys or strength in the sells. If price opens up bullish first, then on the lower time frames, the candles are a bit ugly on here, but on the lower time frames, like we said on the 4 hour, that would look like a fake out here. a fake out of the 4-hour high. So if we fake the 4-hour high, that's what I said, the only time that I will sell that. But if we make structure above, then I'll buy it. But, you know, the most important thing is getting out of their crap here. But anyway, that's it, guys, going into next week. The 1 hour, yes, we've been through all the time frames. Awesome. If you want to join us, guys, live trading every single day in the Discord, super awesome place to be. We have the manual side and the automated side. So if you want to come in, pass, stack your prop firm challenges on autopilot with the algorithmic side, guys, come check it out. Funded Lab, look on my YouTube. There's videos on there. If you want to just come live manual trade with me every single day, guys, I'm there for 7 hours a day. Customer service is one of the best on the market because I'm there. I give you live help with anything you need, manual or automated. So that's it, guys. Got any questions, drop them below. And have a good rest of your weekend. I hope to see you in the group next week. Bosh!